It is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Tuesday, August the 28th, 2018, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Cynthia Diane Rogers Burton, 60 years of age, of Levelland, the daughter of Clinton and Maxine Rogers of Muleshoe, died on Friday in Lubbock. The funeral services will be held here in Muleshoe for Cynthia. They will be on Wednesday morning at 11 at the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, and interment will follow at Muleshoe Memorial Cemetery. Lunch will be served at the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall for 80 to 100 family members. Also, there will be a visitation here in Muleshoe on Tuesday evening that is between 6 and 8 o'clock at Ellie's Funeral Home. Cynthia Diane Rogers Burton was born here in Muleshoe on August the 20th, 1958, to Clinton and Maxine Black Rogers. Cynthia graduated from Muleshoe High School, where she was a cheerleader. She married Randy Burton on July the 21st, 1977, in Farwell. Left to cherish her memory are her husband, Randy, of the home in Levelland, her children, Christopher and his wife, Georgetta Burton of Levelland, Dustin and his wife, Alice Burton of Amarillo, Lacey Burton of Levelland, and her parents, Clinton and Maxine Rogers of Muleshoe. Her siblings, Jean Rogers of Des Moines, Iowa, and Letitia Cunningham of Arlington, Nebraska, along with 8 grandchildren. Please remember all of the family of Cynthia Diane Rogers Burton in your prayers. She died in Lubbock at the age of 60 on last Friday. Visitation will be held here in Muleshoe at Ellie's Funeral Home on Tuesday evening from 6 until 8, and the funeral services will be at 11 Wednesday morning at the First Baptist Church of Muleshoe, and she will be buried in the Muleshoe Memorial Cemetery. Lunch will be served in the First Baptist Church Fellowship Hall for between 80 and 100 family members. Graveside funeral services for Glenna Polson, 84 years of age, the sister of Bunt Kitchens of Muleshoe, will be at 11 on Saturday, September the 22nd at the Bailey County Cemetery. Glenna Polson was the former Glenna Heathington, and she died on Thursday in Crowley, Texas. She was born November the 1st, 1933 in Sudan to Glenn Malcolm and Berta Glenn Miller. She married Willard Heathington, and after his death in 1964, she married Lynn Polson. Glenna is preceded in death by both of her husbands, Willard Heathington and Lynn Polson. Her parents, her stepfather, Ira L. Kitchens, and 2 sons, Mackie and Ronald Heathington. Glenna is survived by her son, Hal Heathington and his wife Beth of Georgetown, her daughter Gayla Schuster of Burleson, two sisters, Charlie Lipke of Hamlin and Gail Kitchens of Gail Kitchens Goodwin and her husband Mike of Festus, Missouri. Two brothers, Bunt Kitchens and his wife Ruth of Muleshoe, and Larry Kitchens of Palestine. Two grandchildren, Stephanie Patton and Valerie Armstrong. Four great-grandchildren and one great-great-grandchild. Please remember all of the Polson family in your prayers, and repeating graveside funeral services for Glenna Polson, 84 years of age, the sister of Bunt Kitchens of Muleshoe, will be at 11 o'clock on Saturday, September the 22nd at the Bailey County Cemetery. She died on Thursday in Crowley, Texas. The funeral services for Eugene Mack Howard, 78 years of age, will be held at the Williamson Memorial Funeral Home at 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning. In lieu of flowers, donations are asked to be sent to Alive Hospice, where he died, or St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Gene was born here in Muleshoe on December the 10th, 1939, and moved to Tennessee in 1977. He worked in sales for the American Paper and Twine Company for 32 years before retiring in 2009. He was a lifelong lover of music, especially on vinyl, Western movies, and baseball. He loved the New York Yankees. He was a beloved father, husband, and grandfather and great-grandfather. He graduated from Muleshoe High School and first worked for Hertha Walker at the theaters on Main Street here in Muleshoe and later at KMUL. Gene Howard was preceded in death by his parents, Walter and Inez Howard, his brothers, Doug and Roy Howard, and also his grandchildren, Angel and Ian Howard. He is survived by his wife of 37 years, Sharon Stamps Howard, and his son, Patrick Howard, and his wife, Stacy. Also other children that he reared, Tanya and her husband, Al Cantu, Kevin and his wife, Christian Howard, and Sherry Bailey and her husband, Brett, Elizabeth and Chris Tidwell, and 8 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. Please remember all the family of Gene Howard in your prayers. And repeating, the funeral services will be held at Williamson Memorial Funeral Home in Franklin, Tennessee, where he lived, at 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning. Dolly Templeton, 82, of Sumner, formerly of Muleshoe, died on Friday in Paris, Texas. Many, many years ago, on the southeast corner of South First and Avenue B, there was a Dolly Cup drive-in. here in Muleshoe, owned by Dolly and Billy Joe Norton. The drive-in was located on the small plot of land that is still vacant today. And that was Dolly Norton Templeton, who died on Friday in Paris, Texas. After her first husband died, she married Templeton, and then the graveside services will be held on Tuesday in Westport Oak Cemetery. Please remember all of the family of Dolly Norton Templeton in your prayers. It's time now for the weather report brought to you by K&K Pharmacy. On Monday, the high in Muleshoe was a hot 97 degrees. The low was 65. And on Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock, it was 65 degrees also.
It is back to school time now at K&K Pharmacy, and they have some great kids programs. Back to School Bash is a free backpack with select school supplies for children kindergarten through 5th graders. Bring your kid in to K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard, August 1st until their supplies last. Right here in Muleshoe, you can call or text 806-272-7511. The child must be present to receive a backpack. Also, K&K Pharmacy has the free Vitamins for Kids program for healthy kids chewable multivitamins for every child's nutritional needs. You can pick up a free bottle every 30 days at K&K Pharmacy. The parent must come in and sign each child up for the vitamin program at your good neighbor pharmacy. K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard, right here in Muleshoe, Texas. Well, the last several days it's been hot and breezy with pop-up storms all around the area. Although we haven't gotten much rain here at Channel 6 in Muleshoe. We got 5/100ths of an inch on Sunday during the day, but rain chances pop up in our forecast and disappear real fast, so we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the week. Sunny, high near 95 degrees. It should be a little bit calmer wind today with south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Today on Tuesday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Tonight, partly cloudy, low around 64. South winds around 10 miles per hour, becoming east after midnight. Wednesday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms again. Mostly sunny, high near 89 degrees, so it'll be somewhat cooler on Wednesday. East northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming southeast in the afternoon hours. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms Wednesday night. Partly cloudy, low around 66. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunny on Thursday, high near 93 degrees. South-southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly clear, low around 66 degrees. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, Football Friday here in Muleshoe, as the Mules will kick off their season against Dalhart here at Benny Douglas Stadium. Sunny, high near 94 degrees, so it's going to be warm. South-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Friday night, low around 67. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Starting our weekend, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. Mostly sunny, high near 93 degrees. Saturday night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms again. Partly cloudy, low around 66. And repeating our forecast for today on Tuesday, sunny, high near 95 degrees. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight. Partly cloudy, low around 64. Wednesday, a 20% chance of rain during the day. Mostly sunny, high near 89 degrees. Another 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms Wednesday night. Partly cloudy, low around 66. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
The 79th annual membership meeting of the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association will be held on Tuesday evening, starting with registration at 5:30 to 6:30. There will be a free meal also served, a barbecue, chicken, and fish at 5:30. Now, this is all in the Bailey County Coliseum here in Muleshoe. There will be at 6:30 a short business meeting, and when you register, you will be given a door prize, and there will be many, many wonderful door prizes given after the meeting. The purpose of the meeting is to give the membership a financial report, a progress report, and general condition of the cooperative. They will also elect 2 new directors from District 1 and District 2. The nominating committee has provided these nominations. For District 1, Daryl Stevens and Ronnie Altman. District 2, Keith Hicks and Cody Kirby. And also nominations will be accepted from the floor. Taya Lachey, originally from Tahoka, will perform during the meeting. Also, the 79th annual membership meeting of the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association will be held Tuesday night, and that starts with registration at 5:30 to 6:30, and also a free meal will be served at 5:30 at the Bailey County Coliseum here in Muleshoe. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment.
Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts. With My Mobile Money app, you can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location, monitor and control dependent cardholder usage, receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions, and take action, deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank, member FDIC.
Liao's, pure yummy goodness. They have cheese, 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 and more cheese. Mexican food is tested to the limits once you get into Liao's. Come to 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas to get the best Tex-Mex from around the world.
The JV and freshman mules will be playing at Dalhart on this Thursday evening, starting with the freshman game at 5, and the 6:30 game with the JV will follow at Dalhart on Thursday evening. And now, Gil Robert, give us the list of the Muleshoe Mules varsity team.
The Muleshoe Mules varsity kicks off their 2008 season Friday night here at Benny Douglas Stadium playing Dalhart. And the game starts at 7 p.m., and that's new for Muleshoe with our new head coach, athletic director. The home game here being Friday night at 7 p.m., moved up from the normal start times that Coach would like to do at 7:30. So that will be good to start a little bit early, as we'll finish early as well. On the roster for the 2018 Muleshoe Mules, wearing number 1 will be Brady Martinez, a senior. He plays receiver and secondary. He's 5'7", 135 pounds. Number 2, Moises Vasquez, a senior, tight end and linebacker, 5'10", 205 pounds. Wearing number 4 is Corbin Hardwick, a senior receiver and playing in the secondary on defense, 5'11" and 150 pounds. Wearing number 7, Luke Del Toro, senior quarterback, and plays in the secondary. He's 5'10", 150 pounds. Wearing number 10, Jimmy Villa, a junior. He's a receiver and plays in the secondary, 5'10", 150 pounds. Wearing number 11 for the Muleshoe Mules, Yoel Reyes, a senior, receiver and secondary, 5'8", 140 pounds. Wearing number 12 is Matthew DeLeon, a senior receiver and secondary, 5'6", 134 pounds. Wearing number 14 is Jacob DeLeon, a senior receiver, and he plays in the secondary. He's 5'7", 130 pounds. Wearing number 18 is Raul Sierra, a senior quarterback and secondary player. He's 6 foot tall, 144 pounds. Wearing number 20 is Jose Cardenas, a junior tight end and defensive lineman. He's 5'7", 175 pounds. Keelan Flores is wearing number 21. He's a junior receiver and secondary player, 5'9", 155 pounds. Wearing number 22 is Christian Bustillos, a junior receiver and secondary player, 5'5", 138 pounds. Wearing number 24 is Ryan Rodriguez, a senior running back and defensive end, 5'9", 196 pounds. Wearing number 30 is Adrian Bustillos, senior receiver and secondary player, 5'5", 137 pounds. Wearing number 33 is Ian Hazley, a senior receiver and secondary player, 5'8", 141 pounds. A junior Jesus Montiel is wearing number 44. He's a running back and the secondary player, 5'5", 140 pounds. Wearing number 50 is senior Rudy Ruiz, offensive lineman and defensive lineman. He's 5'10", 247 pounds. 51 is Leonel Camarena, a senior offensive lineman and defensive lineman. He's 6 foot tall, 259 pounds. Rigo Mendoza is a senior. He'll be wearing number 52, offensive line and linebacker, 5'6", 192 pounds. Luis Franco is wearing 53, a senior offensive lineman and linebacker, 5'5", 203 pounds. Eddie Vasquez, a junior, is wearing number 54, offensive line and defensive line. He's 6 foot tall, 193 pounds. Andrew Espinoza is a senior. He's wearing number 66 for the Mules, offensive line and defensive lineman, 5'11", 245 pounds. Senior Julian Astorga will be wearing number 67 this year. He plays on the offensive line and defensive line. He's 5'11", 185. Stephen Atwood is a junior wearing number 73. Offensive line, defensive line, 6'1", 315 pounds. Josh Torres is 74, a senior offensive lineman and defensive lineman. He's 6 foot tall, 173 pounds. Matthew Olivas is number 75, senior offensive line, defensive line, 6 foot tall, 272 pounds. Fernando Rivas is a junior. He'll be wearing number 76. He plays on both offensive and defensive lines, 6'3", 266 pounds. And Nathan Rodriguez is a junior wearing number 78 for the Mules. Plays on both lines. He's 5'10", 270 pounds. And Nick Dominguez, 81, senior running back, secondary, 5'8", 140, and that's the roster for your 2018 Muleshoe Mules. Good luck to them as they kick off their 2018 football season Friday night at 7 p.m. here at Benny Douglas Stadium against Dalhart. Of course, the new head coach and athletic director is Lee Walker. The offensive coordinator is Jesse Garza. Defensive coordinator is Matthew Vaquera. Receivers coach is Stephen Butler. Offensive line coach is Jalen Garza. Running back coach, Matthew Villanueva. Defensive end coach, Trent Walker. Defensive tackle coach, Ryan Miller. Secondary coach is C.J. Hurst. The athletic trainer is Crystal Miller. The student trainers are Chantel Kane, Clarissa Ruvalakava, Reese Reynolds, Paige Garner, Brianne DeLeon, and Priscilla Cortez. The superintendent of the Muleshoe Schools is R.L. Richards. Principal Cindy Basir, the band director Daniel Barber, and the cheer sponsor is Mary Wheat. We'll, of course, be covering the Mules this season with the full game broadcast every Saturday after a game on AW Broadband Channel 6. Look on Saturdays for the next several days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, for the full game broadcast here on Channel 6, AW Broadband Channel 6, brought to you by McDonald's, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Barrett Potato Farms, Terry Burton Service Center, Irrigation Pumps and Power, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Mohawk Auto Parts, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Muleshoe Independent School District, Hereford Feed Ingredients, Muleshoe Animal Clinic, Vet Supply, Aim Bank Muleshoe, Chad Bell Construction, 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, K&K Pharmacy, and then coming in and helping out with the broadcast will be First Bank, Lance Insurance, McCormick Seed, Ag Aviation, State Farm Insurance, Precure Electric, and Dell Oil Company. And we'll have some more that come in before we get to Friday that our salesman is still selling on. And our first game, we'll have our announcer Jim Daniels back with us for the first game of the season. And then after that, Jim is going to retire, and we'll have Elliot Davis. He has been helping out Hunter Hawkins at the First United Methodist Church with the youth group there. So Elliot Davis will be on the play-by-play with us, beginning with the New Deal game, the second game of the season. So look for all that here on AW Broadband Channel 6. And then on Saturdays, we'll have highlight videos online on our Facebook, Twitter feed, YouTube channel, and our website, muleshoetv.com. Highlight videos of each Friday night's game on Saturday.
Friday before the football game, the junior class of Muleshoe High School will be serving pulled pork, and that will be at the Muleshoe High School Commons area. Now, dine-in hours will be from 5 to 6:30, and take-out hours will be from 4:30 till 6. So remember those new hours for dine-in, 5 to 6:30, and the take-out hours will be 4:30 to 6. And also there will be a pep rally at 3:10 on Friday afternoon before the game with Dalhart starting at 7 o'clock. Muleshoe Meals on Wheels is needing a weekly volunteer driver on Tuesdays to run the west route, and potentially several other weekly routes will possibly come open in the very near future. Also, they need fill-in drivers, too, at Muleshoe Meals on Wheels. Muleshoe Meals on Wheels now serves 89 clients a day and on 4 different routes. Call 806-272-3647 Judy Kaufman at the Bailey County Office of the Aging for more information. She is open 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday and 8 to 1 on Fridays. In our bargain basement, we have for sale an 80% furnace, 90 BTU, purchased in 1993 and still works good. They want $300 for it. See Christy Price at 703 West Avenue J, or call 806-566-9652. At the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center on Wednesday, they will serve chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, country gravy, stewed okra, and seasoned corn with pumpkin squares for dessert and your choice of drink. On Thursday, it's shepherd pie, stewed okra and tomatoes, coleslaw, whole wheat rolls, butterscotch pudding. And on Friday, it's always fish and chicken strip. Don't forget, every Monday, they are having movies starting at 1 o'clock at the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center, Main and Avenue D in downtown Muleshoe. And also on Thursday afternoon at 1:30, they play bingo at the center. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
AIM Bank Muleshoe and Farwell is bringing many exciting opportunities to the Muleshoe, Lasbuddy, and Farwell areas, and technology enhancements increase lending capabilities while keeping all of the same smiling faces you're used to in both locations. AIM Bank Muleshoe joins the many area full-service AIM Bank locations in the Panhandle, South Plains, Permian Basin, and Big Country regions of Texas, combined with an ATM network of more than 750 Stripes convenience stores locations in Texas, New Mexico, along with Oklahoma. AIM Bank has a commitment of supporting local communities and their local customers right here in the Muleshoe area. AIM Bank, where a handshake still means something, both member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Help us welcome to Muleshoe Dr. Kenneth Burke. Kenneth Burke, DO, is now practicing full-time in the medical clinic of Muleshoe and is ready to see patients. For an appointment, call today, 806-272-7544. Dr. Burke was born in De Leon, Texas, and went through Corpus Christi and Lubbock on his path to Muleshoe for his undergraduate training. And then in the U.S. Navy, he was responsible for mobilization and security of the medical and chaplain team. Shawnee, Georgia for medical school, and then Jersey City, New Jersey for his medical internship and family practice residency. Welcome to Muleshoe, Dr. Burke. He's purchased a home here and ready to make Muleshoe home again. For an appointment, call the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, 806-272-7544. Help us welcome Kenneth Burke, DO, to Muleshoe.
Be sure and listen to our interview with Dr. Kenneth Burke. He is new here at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, and you'll want to meet him. There will be a cross-country meet at Plainview on Saturday at the Kidsville Park and Running Water Draw Park also. Don't forget, there is an account that is set up at the AIM Bank here in Muleshoe for Matthew Alicon for his medical expenses. Please continue to remember Matthew Alicon, who is in Lubbock taking treatments for cancer now. Always remember the children and the young people and teachers who have gone back to school, and the students who have gone off to colleges and universities. And remember the parents who are sending their children off to school and also to colleges and universities, especially for the first time, and those parents who have sent their children off to school for the very first time in their little lives. Remember Gladys Black, Luke Siegel of Lubbock, Walter Marie Boness, Deke Kendricks of Freona, the mother of Sally Messenger. Always remember Molly Anthony of Portales, the mother of Mark Anthony of Muleshoe, Aline Bryant, and Jean Allison has moved to San Antonio to be near her daughter, Vita Skoglund. Remember Sam Dameron, Pat Nichols, Hattie Ray Lambert, all in Lubbock. And Hattie Ray Lambert is in hospice care. Betty Noble, Wanda Cockerham, and her mother, Mary Nell Bleeker, all of the residents of the Muleshoe Parkview Nursing Care Center. Randy Smith of Lasbuddy. Remember Sandy and Royce Turner also in your prayers. Remember these families who have lost loved ones recently. Glenna Polson, Dolly Templeton, Cynthia Burden, the daughter of Mr. and Miss Clinton Rogers of Muleshoe, Jean Howard, Raul Rodriguez, Nora Gonzalez, Avena, Betty Bride of Earth, Vicky Garner, Linda White of Farwell, a Muleshoe High School graduate, Ricky Seaton of Lasbury, Taylor Whitley, a 1998 Sudan High School graduate, Howard Watson. Remember Miguel Lizard Lopez, 10 years of age. All of these families who have lost loved ones recently.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain rotating on AW Broadband Channel 6 as well. Find it free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com, or click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith, Woody's in Haskell. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sounds of Texas is brought to you here on AW Broadband Channel 6 and at muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They are celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
In 1946, Woody Frazier bought a little eating place in Haskell.
I guess you might call it the first convenience store. People didn't know what a convenience store was, but that was. I sold lunch meat and had a little grocery store, stayed open on Sunday, and then we sold bologna sandwiches and pressed ham sandwiches. Bologna sandwich was called a Woody Special. It was a nickel, mustard and bologna and bread, and pressed ham was 10 cents.
It was right across the street from the school in Haskell.
Of course, there wasn't anywhere else to go eat. They had a lunchroom, but nobody wanted to eat in the lunchroom. Everybody wanted to go to Woody's, so we started selling hamburgers. They were 25 cents each, and drinks were a nickel. During the hamburger business, we'd sell from about 100 to 150 hamburgers every day. Well, we'd make up, say, 75 or 80 ahead of time. No heat lamp to keep them warm. All we had was just a little rack across the grill there, and we just stacked them up there.
He made a real hamburger.
I used 10 pounds of hamburger and 1 pound of whole wheat bread mixed in it. That was my hamburger. Had lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles.
Woody's was a busy place.
And usually after the rush was over, you couldn't see the floor for trash. That's just how big the business was. It was unbelievable.
He offered credit.
I just had a little clipboard there and a little square with their name in it, and whatever they'd get, we'd just put it down, and at the end of the month, I'd add it up, or they'd pay me by the week, and then a lot of the parents paid their kids' bills.
Woody's was a hangout.
Kids didn't have anything to do. Most of them didn't have a bicycle, really, So we got us a Ms. Baird's bread box and drew us a checkerboard on that thing. And we got us some Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola crowns, and we'd have a checker tournament there. And then we'd babysit some kids after school whose parents were working, and they didn't have anywhere to go but to go home. Instead of going home alone, well, they stayed down and we babysit their kids.
The kids started putting their school pictures on the wall. Those are all at the school now.
And they use them every homecoming. Everybody had a flat top haircut then, and lots of things to laugh at when you go to homecoming now.
Woody had the place 25 years.
Had a wonderful experience there. Best years of my life, and my wife too.
Woody Frazier of Haskell. He later served as county treasurer. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.